Today, I got to interview content creator and streamer FearsomeFire. We talked about his mental health, content, and more. In the description, there are timestamps to every question if you want to find something specific. Make sure to subscribe to Fearsome and me. Okay, enjoy. Question 1 is, I also asked CJ Alice, if you could have any character, Nintendo character in Fortnite, who would you choose?
I actually watched part of the CJ interview and remember that one. I would choose Yoshi.
That'd be interesting. I feel like that could be like, not a character, but like NPC that you could like ride on, you know? If that makes sense.
Yeah, like how they have cars, you could just ride on
Yeah,
Yoshi.
Yoshi. That'd be good.
The reason I chose Yoshi is I feel like, is Yoshi taller than Mario, do you think? Or is that a crazy
Ooh, that's
idea?
good. That's a good question. I feel like Mario's like slightly taller in the games.
Because like it seems like most of the Mario characters are too short to be in Fortnite, except for Waluigi. So maybe I'd change that to
Yeah.
Waluigi.
What are your thoughts on ginger jokes?
Ginger jokes.
As a fellow ginger, I have to ask you, what are your thoughts on ginger jokes?
I think it depends on the joke. I mean, like I remember one time this guy was saying all gingers should be slaughtered. And that doesn't really feel like a joke. That just feels like an
Yeah,
attack on
that
my
feels
hair
like a
color.
statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really a joke. But actual jokes, I don't know. I haven't seen an original ginger joke in years now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
true.
like, oh, you don't have a soul, and that's it.
So now we can actually move on to the real questions. Who are you and what platforms do you create on?
Oh, my name is FearsomeFire. I create on the platforms YouTube, Twitch, and sometimes TikTok and Instagram. But I don't really
Oh,
create on Instagram. I just post photos of myself on very rare occasions. I think my last Instagram photo was taken over a year ago. Yeah, it was when I was having a mental breakdown.
how long have you been making content for?
Ooh, I'd say really since 2017, even though as a young 13-year-old, I made a couple YouTube videos about Minecraft, but realistically, 2017 is when I actually started to be more serious about it.
Did you have any like old usernames before Fearsome Fire, or has it always been?
My Minecraft username was Mr_man32. Not really, no. Really, that was kind of it. I didn't really have a good username until I came up with Fearsome Fire, which basically the way I came up with Fearsome Fire is I was playing Minecraft under the username Mr_man32, and I hated that username. And Mojang announced that they were going to allow you to change usernames like in the future. It didn't end up happening for like over a year, but they announced
Oh,
they're going to let you change no usernames. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to think of a good username to have for when I can switch my username to something else. And after like hours of thinking and like running in circles in Minecraft, I came up with Fearsome Fire, and that was it. I was like, oh, that's a really good one.
so you came up with a Fearsome Fire, then waited a year for it to be able to be
Yeah.
changed? Did you
Yes.
just have it like written down on a piece of paper?
I don't even think I wrote it down. I think I just knew like once I came up with that, I was like, that's the
Wow,
one. That's
just remembered it.
yeah, because like that's such a cool username, Fearsome
Yeah,
Fire.
it flows well.
Exactly, it has alliteration. I was like, every good username needs alliteration or rhyming.
What would you say you're most known for?
Super Mario Odyssey content and Nintendo Mario content. And my hair and my height, I'm actually 6'7". No,
Wow,
I'm 6'0", and everybody jokes and says I'm
I'm 6 foot
5'11".
one, so taller than you.
Really?
Yeah. What brought you to content creation?
Well, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of YouTubers, and I was like, I want to do that. And then when I turned like 18, 17 time age, I just started making videos. And that's basically it. Is I was inspired by those that came before me, like so many of us are.
Do you have any like specific inspirations, or was it kind of?
Yeah, like, well, so I watched for Nintendo. The number one most watched Nintendo YouTuber I watched was Nintendo Capri Sun. I don't know if you've ever heard of
Oh
him.
no.
He still makes content. He makes
Oh
Let's
nice.
Plays. I met him in real life at Versus Expo in 2019. That was pretty cool. But definitely him. And then Attacking Toucans, TWD98, and those are two people I used to live with. And then like in the Minecraft realm, I remember I wasn't even a huge Captain Sparkles fan in Minecraft. He's a Minecraft YouTuber and he
Yeah.
still makes content. But he like inspired me to want to create content because he did a Let's Play that like I remember like wishing that I could do something similar to. But there are other Minecraft YouTubers as well. But in terms of like being inspired to make content, probably Captain Sparkles from the Minecraft community.
What are your favorite types of videos to make? Like challenge videos, random stream highlights?
I used to like when I started doing my YouTube channel, I used to make more like well thought out like essay type Odyssey videos. They weren't that good, but that's what I made along with like stream stuff. But now I like only do stream stuff because I just think it's so much more fun to like edit, and I
Yeah.
think it's more entertaining. I think that like well thought out like essay videos are probably better content, but I'm like mediocre at making them. Although if I made more of them, I'm sure I'd get better at making them. I just like editing through stuff that I did on stream and trying to edit it in a way that it's funny and has good comedic timing, because I think that's like half of comedy is timing.
Do you ever plan on going back to video essays, or is it kind of just like never again, or if you come up with an idea?
If I come up with a good idea, I probably would, honestly.
What's your favorite part of doing content creation?
The money, no. No, it's not actually the money. I don't even get paid that much money, so it really couldn't be the money. I guess interacting with people. I know that's like a really lame answer, but there's a lot of truth to it.
No, yeah.
It's fun to. It's like I don't have many friends in real life. I have online friends, and then I have my fans.
What is your top played Switch game, and how many hours do you have on it?
It's got to be Odyssey. There's times where I deleted my Switch like profiles, and there's times where I would use different profiles, and then there was a time where I destroyed my Switch when I was mentally ill. So throughout all of that, I don't know how many hours I have on Odyssey. I know it's over 2,000 because I had a profile that was at 2,000 hours at one point. If I had to guess, I'd say in the 3,000 range. That's either late 2,000, early 3,000 range, but it's a complete random guess. After that, I'd say the game that I played the most is like Breath of the Wild, and then after that, I'd say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't know how many hours I have though, because my profile thing got all messed up and I have different profiles and I deleted stuff. But that's just an estimate.
You have this classic stream moment where your mom doesn't care you got donated $5,000, and it's fake.
Yeah.
Right? It's fake.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's completely fake.
But you didn't expect it to do so well. Did it like change your mindset on content or anything? Like, what happened with that?
Yeah, so I have a clip where I got donated $5,000, and that part's real. I did get donated $5,000. That's not fake. I calling my mom, it was like on the fly. My friend that I was in call with was like, just call me. And I was like, okay. So I just called him, and we just kind of like randomly had that little interaction that went viral. And that's basically it. And then everybody started reposting. Like a couple months later, people started reposting it on like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
And it went super duper viral. I think it has, like, across all platforms, it definitely has over 100 million views.
That's insane. And most people think it's real, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I never really tried to convince people it was real, because
it just
was just other people that posted it. And I'm sure the people that posted it on like other platforms probably made more money from it than I ever did. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, yeah, because like some of them posted and got millions and millions of views. People posted on YouTube and got so many views. This one commentary YouTuber made a video on it called Optimus. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. I don't watch him, but he made like a video like this guy like trolled the internet, and it was like that. It was just him talking about that clip.
Me and like many others found you from Mario Odyssey. If you could go back and change the name you got popular from, would you? And what game would you choose?
I don't think I would, because Mario Odyssey was pretty like a smart version of me would be like, oh, I would choose a game that's more popular because then I could get more viewers and more money. But I like being part of the Mario Odyssey community. I like that Odyssey was like my game. I feel like it was my choice to make videos on it, and I feel like that's like part of me now with like my channel. So I don't think I would change it, but like if I was to change it, then I guess I would choose. I mean, the only like popular games that I like, the only popular game I really like or have played a lot in my life is Minecraft. But there's so much like so many YouTubers that play Minecraft, and also I feel like that game's kind of dying again, or it's kind of dead again. Like it got a lot of hype and it came back, and then Dream and everything, and then all those YouTubers kind of like stopped playing it as much.
Would you say like if you could go back, would you make more content, or would you kind of just like you're fine with where you are?
I'd say it's difficult because I was making a lot of content when the game came out, and for a while I was, and then there was a time where I slowed down, and that was kind of when like all the mental health stuff happened with me, which if you don't know, I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I'm sure you probably know that, but people watching may not know that. And that kind of like messed up a lot of stuff, because that was when I deleted my original channel that had 160K subs, and that was like a super big mistake of mine, which I only did because I was like in a random manic episode. So like in terms of regrets, like I wouldn't say not making more videos. I'd say being mentally ill is my biggest regret, even though there's really nothing I can do about that. So I tend not to get upset about it, because I know that it wasn't my fault, and I don't blame myself for it. So it just is what it is. And I'm pretty good at just kind of accepting whatever is in the moment.
What's your favorite game now compared to when you first started doing content creation?
So I'm only gonna talk about the Mario realm because that's what my channel's on. But as of like the past month, I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Sunshine and like speedrunning it, because it's a lot of fun to speedrun, and I like really enjoyed like streaming that game. Like I've only been streaming again for like a week now, and people have told me like I should play different games. But like I really enjoy speedrunning Sunshine, so I don't want to stop doing that. I'm sure eventually it's gonna get old, and then when it gets old, I'll do something else, and we'll see if it's in the Nintendo realm or not. I probably am gonna stick to the Nintendo realm for a while just because it's what I'm comfortable with and it's what I enjoy, along with some variety stuff. But I'm not much of a variety YouTuber. Like there's like just chatting stuff I could do. But in terms of like big like AAA games that like come out like on Steam and everything like that, like I haven't really played them. I have a friend that really wants to play Elden Ring, so I might play Elden Ring soon.
Ooh.
But then I was also thinking maybe I should stream that game. But that friend also told me that I should play Dark Souls before I play Elden Ring. So I don't know. It's like it's very time consuming to play all these games. And I'm
Yeah.
also busy. I have like a job and I go to school, so it just takes up a lot of time to try
Yeah.
to play new games. And there's so many games out there now. It's crazy.
Do you plan on doing more speedrunning again?
I'm super engaged time right now, and that's what I see myself doing for the foreseeable future. But another game I want to learn eventually, I think, is Mario Wonder. I think that'd be a fun
Ooh.
game to speedrun, and then also other Mario games. Minecraft is an interesting speedrun game, but that game like blows my mind. People that speedrun that game, like it's crazy how optimized it's become. Odyssey again, maybe probably at some point I'll do Odyssey speedruns again. But right now I'm just gonna keep doing Sunshine because I'm like enjoying it a lot, and I really like the movement in that game.
What do you think is a big part of your success so far?
Probably just my personality, I'd say. I just try to be genuine with my stream, and I'd say my genuineness is what carries me.
How would you say your mindset has grown from beginning and making content to now?
When I started, I took it very seriously, and I take it less seriously now just because I'm at a different stage in life, and just because of my mental illness, like being bipolar, like it's like for my own mental health, I need to like take it less seriously and just have more fun with it. Whereas when I started, I took it a lot more seriously, and that worked then, but I don't think it would work very well now.
Have you had any crazy fan interactions?
There was an online crazy fan interaction of the prom girl that was in, I don't know if you've seen that video, but this girl asked me to prom on stream. It made for a very very crazy interaction. Granted, it was entirely online. Real life interactions, I haven't had any crazy ones really. I have been recognized just like living life, and somebody's like, oh my gosh, FearsomeFire. Like it happened at college. I was in my math class and it was like the third day, and this kid comes in, he's like talking to the professor, and he looks behind him and he's like looking at me, and he's like staring at me, and he has like his mouth wide open, and he's like really confused. And he finally, when he's done talking to the professor, he's like, are you FearsomeFire? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I used to watch your videos all the time. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. That's cool. And that was unexpected. I wasn't really expecting somebody to recognize me in that setting. But yeah, nothing really crazy in real life, but definitely some crazy interactions online.
And have these like interactions like changed your mindset at all? I know I keep mentioning mindset, but it's an interesting.
Not really. No, I wouldn't say so.
Have they made you think like, oh, I made it? Or is there anything like that in your mind? Or
when I was like at the peak of my success, I kind of was thinking that like, oh my gosh, I made it. Let's go. This is awesome. And it was awesome. I was making money. I had a lot of viewers. I had subscribers. All right, here's something I'll say, and then I'll try not even to talk about this aspect of my life, but it's just been such a big aspect of my life. Like with the bipolar thing, having bipolar and going to all the psych wards I've been to, and like being mentally ill, and how absolutely horrible it is to have a mental illness that's untreated, and like experiencing what it's like to have a mental illness that's untreated. It's like before I was bipolar, like all I cared about was YouTube and being successful. And now that I'm not bipolar, or now that I am bipolar, but like, and I've experienced it, the only thing I care about is being stable. Like everything else, including YouTube and Twitch and absolutely everything, is runner up to just being stable. So as long as I'm stable, I'm happy, and nothing else can really compare. Like if I was successful again, I'd be happy. To be great. It'd be awesome if I was like doing really well on YouTube again. But having my bipolar under control is always going to be number one for me. So like it's kind of everything else is just taking the back seat in that way. So that's how I would describe it.
do you ever plan on making a full return to streaming and content creation?
I probably will when the time is right.
You have like a perfect time in mind where it'd be like a new Mario game, or like is there anything like that would make you feel super
I'm
motivated?
sure that if there was a new Mario game that came out, there was like a 3D Mario game, I'd probably grind it pretty hard. Although I don't think that's gonna make or break me, because I think there's already so many people that would hop on that game, like in the Odyssey community. So it wouldn't just be me, but I would definitely like do more than I do now if there was like a new game out.
Do you have anything you want to say, and where can people find your content?
I would say take care of your mental health, and my content is on YouTube and Twitch if you search FearsomeFire on YouTube or Twitch, and then on TikTok if you search the FearsomeFire, FearsomeFire.
That was my interview with FearsomeFire. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Fearsome and my other interviews on screen now. Okay, bye.